You hear so many discussions about Dak Prescott. Is he one of the top quarterbacks in the league? Is he still ascending? What does he need to do to get there? All I know is that when he's in control of the Dallas offense, they were #1 in the league last year in terms of yards per play, and he was second in the league in passing yards with over 4,900. This guy gets it done, and his team really likes him as their leader.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Dak Prescott sacked.
A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, it might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
45-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Prescott gets this to the tight end, Jarwin, and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A first down carry by Elliott, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Prescott with the give to
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Yeah, what do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they have the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
I still remember being in Indianapolis at the Combine when the result of Kyler Murray's height was announced. And when the tape measure showed him at a little bit above 5'10", all doubts went out the window, and rightly so. The Cardinals went 5-10-1 with him last year, but he was the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. This guy can make great plays with his arm, can scoot with his feet, and has motivated this team and has them on a really good upward trajectory.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tough rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Open man is Kirk, complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
A gain of 8.
How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I'm going to go get it.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Cardinals.
On first down, Drake. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
It's a gain of
From
10.
the 13 now, they work on first and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Cowboys 7, Cardinals nothing.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Running, it's Drake. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Drake again.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
The goal line.
That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Murray a give. This is Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
That ties the game.
And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. On first down, Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Elliott, the ball.
He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
On the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Michael Gallup.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
The 27-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals 17. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
A loss of 7.
And Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake, throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
Makes the score Cowboys 10.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Complete to
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
for the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Stop made by Fred Warner, who was the Niners' leading tackler during their run to the Super Bowl last year. So we have reached halftime with a visit. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Breaks their line.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Stand 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Drake. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's brought down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep, and the Cardinals are in. Touchdown.
On the keeper. Touchdown, Arizona.
Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
41-yard line.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
CeeDee Lamb was my favorite receiver in this year's draft, and it's still hard for me to believe that he lasted until the 17th pick of the first round. No one took him before that, and Dallas, surprisingly, finds him available, takes him, and you see why. Great hands, great route running. This guy is Mr. Excitement.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
At the 39-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. This one to Jarwin over the middle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
1st and 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
2-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. Power running by Zeke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
For Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Prescott on first down. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
That's good.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
10-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Jordan Phillips showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
How about Jordan Phillips there breaking through for the sack, and that's exactly why Arizona acquired him to anchor their defensive line. Very stout against the run, can take on double teams, but he can also split them, get upfield, and get into the offense's backfield, as we just saw there.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. You have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
Shotgun now from Murray. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. But now it's 3rd down.
Dix on the coverage.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Dak and the Cowboys down 21-13, 2:21 the time left. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. Third down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tonight.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Arizona, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.